Hello and welcome everyone, I am Madals and this is another StarCraft 2 England cast. Now guys, today I have got a ladder match. It is between NRS's RaNgeD, who is the red Protoss player in the top right position. He's up against EGiNcontrL, who is the blue Protoss player in the lower left. And well, that means it is a PvP. The map is Cloud Kingdom, and I am excited because PvP is fun. Are we going to see 4 gates? Are we going to see a 1 gate expand? Are we going to see a 3 gate robo? Who knows? Only time will tell. Maybe they'll both do the same thing, maybe they won't, but I know one thing for sure is that one of them is going to win and one of them is going to lose. And as I say that, it could theoretically go to a tie, but they're so unlikely that I doubt it. But there's always that little part in my mind that now I've said one's going to win, one's going to lose. Are they going to tie just to prove me wrong? You never know as a caster. It's always scary, scary times. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about the map. Obviously, natural base, pretty nice. It's not too hard to take. Third base, super risky, but this is PvP, so obviously we're not going to see a third base. Most likely, if we do, it would be an absolute miracle. But obviously, the third base usually has a lot of stuff revolving around it on this map because obviously there's the 2 big entrances in. It's quite hard to hold and it can be a bit awkward. Obviously, one of the things to note is once you do get your third base, actually the 4th base isn't too bad. It's not any worse than the 3rd base to hold, and that does make it quite nice should it go on that far. Anyway, EGiNcontrL is just, well, happily chilling. He's got his gateway coming out, so has of course RaNgeD. RaNgeD getting his gas slightly earlier. Little differences like that in mirror matchups of what, 10 seconds actually do make quite a big difference to the entire playstyle that they're going for, and obviously in the mid game those kind of 10 seconds really make huge amounts of difference, which is why you see kind of players really refine their build orders just so much. So as you can see here, both players getting their second pylons down at similar times. Really, it's going to be very similar for quite a long way through the match. And let me say, I'm currently on the hunt to try and do a subscriber game a week, which basically means any of you guys watching now, if you've got a game you'd like me to cast of yours, be it a Bronze League, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, Masters, Grandmasters, anything at all, then do send it through to sc2england at hotmail.co.uk. And if I think it's awesome, and if you tell me why it's awesome, then I may just give it a cast. And I'm trying to do one a week just to have better interaction, and I just think it's a cool idea. If you like that idea, leave me a comment, tell me it's cool, and then you want me to do more of them. Anyway, looking here, of course, we've got the Cybercore coming down for both players, the second gas coming down for both players. EGiNcontrL's second gas fractionally earlier, so that's sort of leveling out the gas timings and everything there. We've got EGiNcontrL being just irritating with this probe right now to RaNgeD, who's really just sitting back comfortably. The first Stalker on its way out. Both players, actually EGiNcontrL skipped his Zealot and goes straight to the Stalker. RaNgeD getting out his Zealot straight away, so already that's a minor difference in the build, but it's something worth noting that obviously just due to the probe getting a good scanning information, that EGiNcontrL realised that he was completely safe and therefore could just get out a Stalker first, so that obviously saved him a bit of money. RaNgeD though getting his first sentry out, that's going to allow him to defend this base really for a long period of time. He can just one force field should hold this ramp. I'm 90% sure it does. There's very few ramps which aren't held by just one force field. As long as they're placed right, that obviously gives you the good defense against, say, 4 gates, etc. Now, looking around here, we do of course have a second gateway being added on now, as well as the robotics facility for EGiNcontrL. Meanwhile, the Twilight Council for RaNgeD, so completely different tech paths being chosen by these two players, which is always brilliant to see. It means that we should get an exciting map. These watchtowers each being held by the other players, so both players with relatively good scouting information, not ideal. Ideally, you'd want to hold both watchtowers as really the key advantage. One probe coming down here, and I'm not quite sure how that was spotted. It must have been spotted coming through the watchtower, so that was actually really good eyes really picking up that probe, because obviously that pylon, if it does successfully come down, is going to be really irritating, and it seems like RaNgeD hasn't actually noticed it, and he must have seen that. He has seen it, he's just allowed it to finish, which I'm finding absolutely crazy because, well, he needs to defend that. Obviously, with the first Immortal coming out here in control. Meanwhile, up here for RaNgeD, he's getting Blink, he's chrono boosting it out, he's adding on a robotic facility as well as 2 more gateways, so obviously he will have Blink Stalkers out. Both players still on one base, which is really quite characteristic of PvP, as you don't see expansions relatively quickly. Normally, looking here, these probes for RaNgeD and EGiNcontrL just looking around. Obviously another pylon coming down, so EGiNcontrL really putting down those proxy pylons, lots of war pinpoints available to him, and RaNgeD really is not doing anything to try and combat them, just happy sitting down here on one base. He's getting up pylons all around the edge of his base just to keep an eye out for what's coming down. Blink nearly finished, and as you can see, the one immortal push on its way across, the second immortal on its way, and it isn't rallied over to the into RaNgeD's base yet, so we'll see if that rally point changes or if the push is just going to wait for the second. Obviously down here we do have a pylon coming down forward. I think it's absolutely hilarious. These two pylons have been placed down next to each other, but they're completely unaware of each other's existence. Except now, of course, EGiNcontrL has been spotted with that pylon there. RaNgeD with a great little job, picking up some other pylons as well. So RaNgeD really cleaning up the map to his advantage, and that will force EGiNcontrL back for the moment. He's not going to be able to get any more warp ins. This pylon should get picked off as well now. So this is going to be really, really frustrating because, of course, a lot of the play was geared around that Robo Bay on its way down for EGiNcontrL at the moment. So that is going to allow him to get up that Colossus fairly soon. Of course, Blink is done. The forward pylon is there. We've had some more Stalkers warped in. We've got another forward pylon coming down here for RaNgeD, and RaNgeD is ahead in supply by 6, so not a huge amount. There was a temporary supply block for EGiNcontrL caused by the fact, of course, that the pylons picked up. We've got a bit of engagement here, a good blink back, of course. Those two immortals are going to be pretty dangerous. Good, great blink forward. One immortal could get sniped off very, very quickly. This is absolutely brilliant play by RaNgeD. He's going to get the second immortal as well, and once those immortals are down, he's going to be into such an amazing spot. Great focus firing, and this could be game right here in what was absolutely fantastic blink play and just a bit of a slow reaction from EGiNcontrL. Both observers mutually get destroyed, but just look at this. RaNgeD is powering forward. Will that Colossus be out in time? No is the answer, and really it's just a case of with no sentries there to even track down a force field that, well, RaNgeD is just going to go up and win. There's really no way this is going to get defended. I can't see any possible way that EGiNcontrL could defend this, so we should see a GG any second. There's just too many Stalkers, and there is the GG in RaNgeD, which was an absolutely amazing play picking off those immortals. Absolutely fantastic. So anyway, guys, if you did enjoy, please subscribe, leave a cool comment, and like the video, and I will catch you tomorrow for yet another new cast. Thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.